Alright, Shalom, coming to you in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and salutations unto the Archeum that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity, and also shalom to the Archeum Akwarf who are still listening and learning. Peace and blessings to you all. Just want to continue on and do a part 2 to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, and I believe I ended off in verse 14, and I'm going to pick it up from verse 15, and it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Okay, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Because there's pretty much going to be, this is talking about, as spoken of in Matthew 24 chapter, wars and rumors of wars, and pretty much, government leaders, presidents and prime ministers and stuff gonna go head to head. You can find some of that in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, which speaks about specifically Turkey and Russia, the United States of America, Meshach and Tubal and stuff like that, Gog and Magog, and that's pretty much what's been happening, because these superpowers and major corporation countries and stuff, they've been at it, but it's gonna come to a point where it's gonna get physical. The threats will now manifest. Okay, the flaunting of nuclear power and weaponry will manifest into physical war. Okay, which will be the culmination of this place. Okay, hence what the Lord said He's gonna gather them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, in the Hebrew that's Yehoshaphat, which means the Lord's judgment, or Yahweh's judgment. Okay, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, and that's exactly what we're beginning to see, with the lockdowns. Okay, right now, we're in lockdown. Okay, the UK is going to be in lockdown for 3 weeks, and pretty much, you can't really do anything, man. The only time you're allowed to go out is once a day for exercise, essential shopping, and if you're a key worker, to go to work. Other than that, you should be at home, according to the government, and if you're found out aimlessly, you could be fined up to £1,000 or even arrested. Okay, so they're shutting off these cities, and it's gonna get worse. Okay, this is just a preliminary run before full-blown martial law. Okay, and that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's coming. Also talking about blocking off roads, so you could say, oh well, excuse me, you could say, I will, I can't walk, so I'll drive. Well, they can stop you in your car also, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Because especially, I can speak for the UK, in England, man. The British people are very proud, man, Now this speaks, more wide scale than that, but if I just use the British as an example, they always think, nah, it's not gonna come here, it's not gonna happen here. It's always the closest it comes to home is France. You know, the closest it comes to Britain. Really, for the longest while, the closest any calamity came to England was France. You know, but there was this like pride barrier that it would never come here. But now we're starting to see, you know, it come here. Well, it is here. Okay, you know, and the city's being troubled, man. Okay. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbour, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. And you know, all that neighbourly love is gonna go out the window, man. You know, if you ain't got flour, just knock next door. You know, if you need a knife or you need some utensil, just knock next door. Oh, love, can I borrow this and I'll bring it back later. You know, and oh yeah, no problem. You use it as long as you need. Nah, man, that spirit of camaraderie and neighborly love is going to go out the window. It's going to be a thing of if they see you bringing shopping bags into your house, best believe they're plotting that night to rob your house, man. Okay, why? Because there's going to be a lack of bread, man. Okay, you know, but the men of the Lord, which we hope and pray to be, you know, of the elect, we ain't got to worry about that, because the scripture says, you know, you shall eat. Okay. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, from Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Okay, so there's going to be mass confusion and war, man. Okay, you know. Right now, America's being brought to their knees. Okay, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also. And who's the chosen? The chosen is Yasha Allah. Okay, all right, the Israelites, man, and recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord power. Okay, and if you read in Isaiah, it speaks of what? For the controversy of Zion. Okay, you know, the controversy of Zion is what?